Bonjour chers followers et bienvenue à ce nouveau numéro du CNOSC MAG. Dans cette édition, nous aurons 3 rubriques majeures, à savoir l'info, le guest, un inside de CNOSC. Quels sont les événements qui ont marqué le Comité national olympique et sportif du Cameroun? Let's have a view.
President Ahmad Kalkaba Malboum of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee has promised to support young Senate members in their project. He made this known during a courtesy visit paid by the latter to the CNOSC headquarters in the Coleton neighborhood in Yaoundé, Friday, February 17th. The junior Senate members were led by their Vice President, Honorable Saliu Al-Faki. They had as main objective presenting their project, which will be focused on preserving the environment through a sporting event dubbed Eco-Jogging. Being on its 4th edition, the activity is aimed at cleaning major streets where the activity will be carried out throughout the competition. The initiative does not only see into preserving the environment, but promotes sports in a safe and secure atmosphere. It is thus with great hopes and much interest that the visit ended with promises of a future collaboration as the CNOSC looks into following closely the implementation of this program. This has, however, been welcomed by the CNOSC president as it falls in line with one of his visions, promotion of Olympic values. This is just one of the many great innovations that are underway in this sector as more youth modeling projects will be set up and pave the way for a better Cameroonian society.
The president of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee, Mr. Ahmad Kalkaba Malboum, received a courtesy visit from the president of the International Boxing Association, Mr. Omar Kremlev, who was actually on a visit tour in Cameroon. The guests had the opportunity to learn more about the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee through a brief presentation of the institution. Mr. Omar Kremlev equally presented the association under his leadership to his host. This was a good share of experience between both institutions. At the end of the meeting, both parties headed to the inauguration of the new headquarters of the African Boxing Confederation at the Omnisport neighborhood in Yaoundé. Le ministre des Sports et de l'Éducation physique, le professeur Narcisse Mouele-Kombi, a reçu en audience le lundi 13 février 2023 les membres du bureau exécutif et du conseil d'administration du CNOSC, élus récemment pour un mandat exceptionnel de 2 ans. En effet, il est établi dans les civilités du milieu sportif camerounais que toute nouvelle équipe promue à la charge de diriger le mouvement rende une visite de courtoisie au ministre de tutelle. Conduit par M. Ahmad Kalkaba Malboum, en sa qualité de président de la dite délégation, l'occasion a été saisie de présenter les nouveaux membres, ainsi promus au cours de l'Assemblée générale élective du 26 janvier 2023 qui s'est déroulée au Palais des Congrès, et de souligner les différentes orientations stratégiques retenues au cours de la même assise. En réaction à ces civilités d'usage, M. Narcisse Mouele-Kombi a tenu à renouveler ses félicitations officielles à l'endroit du président réélu du CNOSC ainsi que tous les membres du conseil d'administration.
Nous avons un mouvement sportif globalement dynamique dont les résultats font honneur à notre pays. Cela ne doit pas nous amener à dormir sur nos lauriers. Le nouvel exécutif mis en place sous la conduite du président Kalkaba a des ambitions nobles. Et ces ambitions, pour être atteintes, ont besoin du soutien, bien sûr, de l'État, mais aussi d'une bonne gouvernance.
Il a réitéré également tout son engagement, qu'il joint d'ailleurs aux efforts cumulés du gouvernement à garantir l'honorabilité et une meilleure représentativité du Cameroun aux échéances multisports à venir.
C'est donc sur cette belle note qu'en retour, je souhaite une bonne et heureuse année 2023 à chacun de vous et à vos familles et à tous ceux qui vous sont chers. Que 2023 puisse apporter à tous la satisfaction souhaitée ainsi que la réalisation de vos projets professionnels et personnels.
Members of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee converged on February 2 to present New Year wishes to its president, Ahmad Kalkaba Malboum. The event took place at the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee premises in Yaoundé in Coleton. Those present were presidents of different sports federations, the CNOSC Executive Board members, employers and the media. The president in his speech reiterated the setting up of good administration in all federations and its associate members, the conception and implementation of an adequate program to promote sports development, and just to name a few. While on an interview with the CNOSC Secretary General, Mr. David Ojong, the organization of professional competitions and other major sporting events is one of the priorities that will constitute the newly elected president's mandate.
We have ahead in our vision the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. But before getting to that, we have so much to do at the level of the Olympic Committee, which means that we have to prepare first of all for the All-Africa Games that will take place in Accra, and also for the Youth Olympic Games in Trinidad and for the Youth Commonwealth Games in Trinidad and Tobago. But we also have the Youth African Games in Congo. You rest assured with me that all these events are actually for preparing 2024 Olympic Games. That's the roadmap. But we don't go only on that. We also have our main target, which is the promotion of Olympic values. So we will proceed with that and continue promoting the Olympic values, because that is what we are having in our 2021 Olympic Solidarity programs.
The ritual handshake ceremony then took place as every member by their turn went to give a handshake to the president, wishing him a happy and prosperous year 2023. The event was graced by dances from Cameroon's diversified culture. Majore Louis Timba is now officially the treasurer of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee. He takes function on Tuesday, January 31st, few days after his nomination during the elective General Assembly of the Olympic movement. Former president of the Cameroon Wrestling Federation and vice president of the CNOSC, Darwe Francois Xavier, the outgoing treasurer, served the position for 10 years. Majore Louis Timba, on his path, pledged to work diligently as he takes on this new challenge. He had served as president of the Cameroon Volleyball Federation, then vice president of the CNOSC, before taking on this new journey as treasurer of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee. Holding in the meeting room of the Cameroon National Olympics and Sports Committee, members of the executive board gathered to take part in the session organized on January 24, 2023. Chaired by its president, Ahmad Kalkaba Malboum, he took the opportunity to give a detailed assessment of the works carried out so far.
For the Olympia 2021-2024, but now we have already spent 2 years working, and we are going to be elected for 2 more years to reach the Olympic Games in Paris. And then the normal process, the normal period of 4 years will start after the Olympic Games of Paris. We think that globally our action was positive, despite the coronavirus issue, which could not allow us to implement fully our strategy.
Speaking on some of the issues discussed during the session of the CNOSC Executive Board, the President made mention of the fact that this meeting is the beginning of the process which leads to the General Assembly and will also mark the election to renew the Executive Bureau of the Olympic Committee. With regards to the development of sport and the promotion of Olympic values, some of the points discussed during the session, which later continued closed door.
We are going to discuss the main issue that would take our movement forward. First of all, how we will manage our organization, how we can promote the development of sports, how we can promote the promotion of the Olympic values, and then how we can also try to find additional financial resources for increasing our means, then we can do better than the previous years. So this is the reason of this, and of course we will approve the agenda of the General Assembly.
It should be recalled that the CNOSC has since 2013 undergone a significant evolution which makes it one of the continent's reference Olympic committees. This achievement so far is congratulated by the CNOSC president as he encouraged the staff for all the efforts made to implement the 4-year strategic plan and effective implementation of the various annual action plan.
It is with a percentage of 82.86 that Mr. Hamad Kalkaba Malboum maintains his place at the head of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee. The election, prepared during the Board of Directors meeting held the day before, took place on January 26, 2023 at the Yaoundé Conference Center under the watchful eyes of a well-established electoral body. This was during the elective General Assembly of the Cameroon National Olympic and Sports Committee. The General Assembly was also marked by the handing over of Olympic medals to 3 members of the Olympic movement. The president of the CNOSC also awarded recognition certificates to national sports federations for their respective roles in the promotion of Olympism and sports. The ceremony proceeded with the elections proper, where all the members authorized were called to elect their president, and at the end of it all, Mr. Hamad Kalkaba Malboum, as unique candidate, was re-elected at the head of the institution for 2 years till the Olympic Games Paris 2024. As soon as he got elected, the president of the CNOSC put in place the new board of directors of the institution, who immediately took office. It is worth mentioning that the number of these board members has left from 33 to 21, with some young generation being included in the process.
Le taekwondo s'est déplacé aujourd'hui pour le Comité national olympique sportif camerounais sous l'invitation du président Kalkaba pour nous présenter la convention qui a été signée entre le Comité national sportif camerounais et la Corée du Sud pour le développement du taekwondo camerounais. L'échange a été très fructueux et comme l'a mentionné le président Kalkaba, ce développement ne pourra pas se faire tout seul. Ce développement se fera avec toutes les parties prenantes dans cette convention. Bon, ça va aider notre fédération par des projets structurants, par des projets probants pour développer le taekwondo dans les différentes régions, afin que le taekwondo puisse atteindre aussi le sommet du monde olympique.
J'aimerais remercier le président sortant d'avoir bien voulu me faire l'honneur d'être membre de ce conseil d'administration pour ma toute première participation. Je compte donner le maximum pour que nous soyons à la hauteur de la tâche qui nous a été confiée pendant ces 2 années à venir. Pendant 10 ans, nous avons eu une fédération assez divisée. Nos premiers objectifs, notamment, c'est la réconciliation de toute la grande famille du volleyball, l'harmonisation de nos rapports avec la tutelle. Nous avons tenu un conseil d'administration où nous avons un plan d'action à court terme et à moyen terme, étant donné que nous n'avons que 2 ans, et très rapidement les résolutions issues de ce conseil d'administration seront mises à la disposition des médias. Il faut déjà faire le diagnostic a été fait, nous avions une famille divisée et nous avons un cadre de concertation au sein de la Fédération camerounaise de volleyball, c'est l'Assemblée générale et le conseil d'administration. Nous échangeons beaucoup à l'intérieur de cette assemblée, de ce conseil, dans le calme et le respect. Et avec la force de tous les volleyeurs, nous traverserons ces difficultés aisément. Le plus dur a été fait, nous sommes désormais unis et nous appelons tous les membres du volleyball qui ne sont pas encore avec nous à nous rejoindre pour qu'ensemble nous essayons d'écrire une nouvelle page du volleyball camerounais et avoir des ambitions plus grandes, et notamment en allant au fin fond des régions, des départements, pour que le volleyball puisse se jouer. Vous savez, depuis belle lurette, le volleyball ne se joue pas dans les régions et ce n'est pas une politique d'inclusion qui avait été faite. Il y avait une certaine discrimination des régions et nous pensons qu'il faut aller vers ces régions, avoir des écoles, des formateurs formés et avoir une politique identique dans tous les centres de formation à travers la direction technique nationale qui sera appelée à jouer effectivement son rôle.
Concernant la place des athlètes dans le mouvement olympique, on voit véritablement que les athlètes sont représentés aux instances décisionnelles où il faut prendre des décisions pour l'avancée du mouvement olympique et sportif camerounais. Donc c'est une très bonne chose et c'est une première depuis l'avènement du sport et depuis la création de la commission des athlètes. Nous allons siéger, nous avons eu 2 voix à l'Assemblée générale et nous sommes représentés au conseil d'administration. La commission des athlètes est la commission des athlètes du CNOSC. Nous allons suivre la course de bout en bout et continuer de célébrer ces athlètes qui font des efforts et qui donnent de leur corps, de leur cœur, de leur sang pour pouvoir mettre très haut le drapeau du Cameroun. Notre rôle sera de les célébrer et de leur donner la place qui leur revient du droit.
By tomorrow, I will start to think on the implementation of my strategy for the coming 2 years. So, as I said, I would like to organize the administration of not only the Olympic Committee, but also the stakeholders in this Olympic movement, like the Federation, the regional Olympic committees, and the other organizations that we are around for the good governance. The second, it's important for us to promote sports, identification of young talent, training them, and finally take them at the highest level possible within not only the 2 years that we are going to use for the end of the Olympic period, but beyond. And then it is important for us to seek additional resources, additional financial resources, because we cannot implement the program if we don't have money. And for that, certainly we will ask the government to support us. We will ask the national companies to help us, and also we will try to get the maximum from the Olympic Solidarity to implement our development program. At the end, I think we need also to organize very professionally our events, mainly the competitions, and we will support the federation to have the possibility to find the training centers within our family around the world, to send the best athletes of our country to train before building the right facilities that we need even in the country, because we have the facility for some sports, but all sports don't have the same facility. If we take, for example, swimming, we don't have the swimming pools. If we take equestrian, we don't have the right environment to practice the equestrian, and many other sports like this. We need to sensitize our environment to have also the facilities. So those are the main focus for my plan for the future. Fana jam kade, c'est la réponse.
Le musugun Ejaga wata ya boma mkubon ko fumbui sanu jamna fulfulde
Ojerie bakaka
Ambamba Kirit
langi beti wundu lumbele
Nei is Kenyang
Olila Terogomala
Ekela Ambakoko
Otila Banjun Omejum Amaka Koyeba Ambasa Olo Zango Bulu
Monet
Biogo
voilà
Kufana jam
Namdum Afono Santa Babuchu
Babe Le Mangisa
Gamoya Royo.
Good morning in Ejagam is Onyima.
Irania Lamso as a national language.
program, and we hope you had a great time with us. And if that is the case, we invite you for the next edition, and of course with the same pleasure.